Alright, Universal Tower Defense. Funny Naruto update. Even though it's not really a Naruto update, but we'll get into that soon enough. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be summoning in the background a little bit. Trying to get, Sinbad or whatever it may be her. Ooh, sorry, my nose is a little crazy today. So, this update has been very controversial for some reason. The only thing I can think of... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me change this to Stark. I do want a shiny Stark. So this is very controversial for some reason. So the only way I can think of this to put into perspective, it doesn't even make sense. But it's an old meme of the coughing baby versus the, the atomic nuke. Right? And so Records of Ragnarok, their last update was supposed to be their big update, right? That they were trying to get YouTubers in to play, because they were like, this is it, this is the update it's gonna bring us back, it's gonna be amazing. And then it didn't. The update was actually really bad, really bad. And this update was just supposed to be a fun update. It was supposed to this was supposed to be an update to help push them towards what they wanted Universal Tower Defense to be, which is why they renamed it UTD X. Everything's gotta have an X in their name, I guess now. I don't know. But this update is basically, funny enough, I don't know, to me this update is like their coughing baby, right? And it's weird because this update is better. It's just better in every way. Okay. Compared to the last update, it's better in every way. Now, not to say this update has, is perfection, and it's great, and it's amazing. It has a few flaws. I want to say maybe two or three flaws I want to say this update has. So, first thing I want to say that this update did amazing is there's pity. There's pity on the secrets. Now, I think this pity, you can say I'm almost at 5k out of this to get Poseidon off. Personally, I think this number is a little too high. This wants you to have, around 1 million gems. For these, right, for 24k. It's around 1 million gems you want for all of this, which is kind of a lot, and that creates an issue within itself because, well, you need all these gems, and then people are like, well, how do you get gems very fast? How do you get... And there are ways to get gems, right? I've been granted the Ichigo event, or the boss rush non-stop for gems, right? But even that only gives you, around, 50-ish K, every 8 hours or so, like that, right? So it's not really the best, right? And so you need 1 million gems. I mean, you only get 50k. That's going to take you forever to get. Well, I mean, I don't know. Then that makes players be like, okay, we need more gems. And then so they have to increase the gem economy. But then, secrets are really easy to get. And there's no grind for the secrets. So it's very weird. Right? That has its own little circulation problem within itself. The second thing they did is this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, dude. Look at all my Ichigos, right? Look at this. This no longer costs... I think, oh dude, I don't remember how much secrets costed. It costed anywhere from 30 to 50k gems, I want to say, if I'm wrong, correct me, to do this. But not just cost you gems, or it just costs you gold now. And it's okay, easy enough, right? I had 8 million gems, or gold. Sorry, I keep thinking gems. My mind isn't on gems. I had 8 million gold. I've been converting all these Ichigos. I'm down to 4.8, right? But I'm gonna be summoning. Right, right, we have to try to get the new character. I didn't even pop, he's 0.1. I didn't even pop, luck potion. That's kind of my bad. Right, so too late. So that was great. That was needed. We didn't get him. That's unfortunate. I hate to see it. But I'm gonna quickly, I want to quickly show you, what else they added into this, right? I think that was a, yeah, you can see that Dang, I got really unlucky with this. Alright, let's just quickly load it. Let's just quickly load it. Okay, we're here. So, now, as you can see, down in the bottom left, what is this? Macro. Oh, look at this. We load it, we hit replay, we hit start. Bam. Now, if you've played Anime Ascendance, which, if you're watching this video, or if you you know my content, then you probably have seen me, you've probably seen Anime Ascendance videos from me, because those are my higher viewed videos, right? Anime Ascendance, weirdly enough, Anime Ascendance, which it makes me happy because I love Anime Ascendance. I was really sad when the game kind of fell off, after after an update, and then like nobody really cared about it. And I was really sad, and even I stopped playing it. Anyways, so if you play Anime Sentence, they have a macro in the game, right, where like you can record, right? It's all in game. You don't have to load up a tiny task, and maybe tiny task stops working, or like maybe something happens, right? You know, it's all in game, so it does everything that you would do in the match, right? It'll use your abilities. It does everything for you. Right, but if there's some RNG to it, I mean, that can screw it, right? Like Bulma, right? Like if I get Bulma like mid when I'm like recording a macro and I don't have Bulma, it won't work. Like it just won't. I don't know what will happen, so I just never use it, right? Like you still have to lessen some RNG stuff, right? To it, but so they have a macro feature. Now, I think they fixed it. It's been a few days, right? Before making this video, I wanted to let this update kind of simmer a little bit and let them fix stuff. They have fixed it. This didn't work before. Like some of these didn't work in the slightest. Like it wouldn't place units down for you. It would skip over steps, and sometimes it would just stop altogether. They fixed it. It should work now. Because it does use the abilities, right? Like if I pop like Fririn's, like when she's max upgraded, where is it? When it's max upgraded, right, for this battle adaptation, right? And she gets like these 3 modes. She gets her utility, support, and specialist. If I click on her, click on one of them, it'll do it for it. It just doesn't. The one thing it doesn't do is it doesn't turn on auto abilities. Right, like if for like, dang, who's a unit in this game? I don't know. I can't think of it. But basically, if you were to click auto ability on a unit, it won't do it. Anime Sentence does though. Anime Sentence macro is perfect. It's peak. It's amazing. It's 10 out of 10. It's great. I don't think there's a way they can improve it if they do somehow. Oh my goodness. Because it turns on auto upgrade for you, right? If you click auto upgrade in Anime Sentence, it auto upgrades. Right? It'll do the same thing you do, and it turns on auto abilities. This game it doesn't. Or at least I've tried. Maybe I haven't tried it since they've kind of fixed it. But when I've gone into my unit manager and I've clicked like auto upgrade, it doesn't do it, right? Like I have to sit here, I have to click on the unit, and I have to press E, I have to upgrade it myself. So they've done that. That's amazing. That is grand. That is perfect. Okay, let's head back to the lobby now. Now that I've got the macro thing over. Okay, so something else that they decided to do, which is amazing, it's perfect, is they've lowered the pity rate on all the units from like everywhere. I'm just gonna use this as an example, right? So Ichigo here, he used to have like this says 30. If you can't read it, it can be a little tough, but this is 30, this is 15. So this Ichigo, oh dude, what did he used to have? He used to have like, what was it, like 70, like 50 or 70 runs you had to do? I think this was like 50, this may have been like 70 or something. Or maybe, I remember at one point it was like 50 or 80 runs or something. They lowered it, you know, when the Bleach update came out. But now, is a universal, is a universal thing they decided to do, lower all of this. It's all 30 now. Right, even in the challenges, what is it? Even in challenges, right? I don't know what that dude's name is, to be honest. Yeah, this guy. I don't have this guy yet. I don't have first human, right? This is 30, right? I'm pretty sure. I honestly I can't tell. I think it says 30 because if that still said 80, I would cry. But this is 30, right? They brought back Ragna temporarily because they're gonna give some gear set for him, or not specifically for him, but like. Oh, this, yeah. This. Yeah. So they did give him this specifically, right? He's at 50, which is whatever, but this takes 2 minutes to do. It's just a 2-minute thing. I do actually need to grab this now that I think about it. I'll have to get it for him. Right. But they lowered all of that, right? So that's amazing. That's great. They've done a whole bunch of quality of life updates. I'm just personally excited they at least have a secret pity now. It needs to be a little lower, or give more gems somewhere, or some form or fashion, but that's not a thing. And then they did add in like their if you've played Anime Vanguards, right, their Vanguard unit, their last standing godly, you know, their ascendant, right? Like this is their unrivaled, right? That's for their niche, their shtick, you know, whatever. So that's all the good of this update, right? You would think, honestly, all these quality of life updates and how much easier they've made a lot of things are, the people would be ecstatic and hype. Well, let's get into now what seems to be the problem. I don't... Oh, alright. The problem with everyone's update. That comes the balancing. So, this game mode right here, this little Madara event, which I do have, by the way. Like I said, I've still been working on the video and whatever. I do have him. It's just we'll get there, right? So I did get him. The thing is that there's no matchmaking in this game. Now, whoa, hold on, wait. You can give them props for this though, because they are adding matchmaking this weekend. They're gonna add it so that way you can just matchmake. You don't have to go in their Discord and look. Which, in the beginning, you did not. There was no way to actually go in their Discord and do it, right? It wasn't until like late in the day, the next day, where they added channels for people to matchmake and post links to actually group up together and do these events like the portals, the Shinobi event, and everything. So they've did that, but there is gonna be quality matchmaking this weekend, so that's gonna be great. So everyone can kind of matchmake and do stuff. But this is horribly unbalanced. You can't beat it yourself, and that in turn, because it was unbalanced, people didn't like it because you couldn't solo it and you couldn't find a way to get people, and unless you had friends. Now, this is my personal issue as well. So I do think this is a problem. The balancing is a little weird, but this game has always wanted you to play with friends. Always has, because they give you friend boosts, they give you everything. They've always wanted you to play with friends, which is fine. I guess that's fine. I don't mind it. If there's matchmaking, I don't mind playing with people. That's fine. So when matchmaking gets added, hey, the balancing issue kind of goes whatever. I don't mind matchmaking with people. My personal issue, and this is all the concerns with other people as well, is portals. Dude, portals, these suck. These portals suck. Portals in this game need a revamp. They need to change it. They need to change how they do it, because it doesn't give you... It's just not worth grinding them. They take you way longer than they need you to grind it. So, the reason I'm talking about Madara is this. So you see this? You need ramen. I need ramen. I need chakra essence. And I need the Gombai, which I actually just got yesterday. So, you may be asking yourself, how do you get all of these? We gotta do portals. Well, that doesn't seem that bad. Well, the problem is, look at this. Drops from a tier 1 portal. Okay, so you gotta do tier 1, that's fine. But you probably get more. Right, this seems like the common item. You just get more the higher the tier you go. No. This drops from tier 3. Right? That only drops from tier 3. The Gombai you have to buy in the raid shop. That you have to do, right? There's a raid shop and everything. It's amazing, it's cool, I guess, right? So here you go. I only have 550 UC, right? You get like all this stuff, right? There's evil materials in here. You need like this universal fragment for, I'm assuming Sinbad. So that's the problem with the portals, dude, because they force you to grind different portals for all these characters. Kabuto, Itachi, Madara, they all take materials from every portal, right? His is a tier 2, right? You get kunai. You can only get these kunai in this portal. That's it. You can't get them anywhere else, right? Tier 3, here you go. Look, the chakra essence. Only available in tier 3s, right? Tier 4, now the tier 4s are different, right? Tier 4 you can get the B seal, and you just have a high chance of the Naruto unit. If you get the B seal, that saves you time on grinding other portals, or whatever. And then tier 1, obviously, as I said, you get the ramen. This needs to go, it needs to go. You gotta get rid of it. You cannot do this. Okay, if it was just for one character, right? Like if I wanted to evolve Kabuto and I had to do only tier 1s because he needed the chakra or the ramen, sure, right? That and then let's say Itachi took the kunai, so I had to grind tier 2s for Itachi, and then that's it, right? And then tier 3 I need a chakra essence for Madara. That's fine. That's whatever. That is okay, but it sucks. I can't show it because I already evolved Itachi, but this wants me to do tier 1s, tier 3s, right? And I have to buy the Gombai. Now, it's like, okay, so I have to do every single portal. Kabuto. Oh, what is this? I have to go to grind more tier 1s. Oh, I have to grind more tier 2s, right? Like, okay. I'm not looking forward to this. This is what's gonna... Oh, Naruto here. Our lovely mythic Naruto from the portals. What is this? Oh, I gotta grind to tier 1, right? Oh, is that tier 3 I have to grind as well? And I would have to grind to tier 4 or buy the thing, right? Now, hold on. I think he evolves. I don't know for sure. I haven't looked. I think this Naruto evolves again. That's what scares me. Is that he's gonna evolve again, dude. And that is the problem. Is that because like Sasuke didn't take that, thankfully. I don't have another Itachi, so I can't tell you what Itachi would take. But he took Kunai. I'm 90% sure on that because I did do tier 2s. So that's the problem. Every unit does not need every portal material. Right, this guy's doing a tier 2. All the 3 Naruto units shouldn't take every tier of portal materials to grind. One unit needs to be for one tier of the portal. Kabuto only needs stuff from tier 1, Itachi only needs stuff from tier 2, Madara only needs stuff from tier 3, right? That makes it easy, because like then you don't mind grinding a little bit of each tier of portal, it's okay. But when every character, you have to sit in a portal for 4 hours to get everything, go to the next tier of portal, sit there for another 4 hours, that is tedious, that is unnecessary. That only hinders it and stirs people away from the game and makes it way more annoying to do anything. And that's terrible. We don't want that. Portals need to be reworked, or at least the evolution or the evolution of units needs to be changed to not needing every material from the portal, right? You make it one of the two. Either every tier of portal drops, the portal should drop every material and it only increases with the higher the tier, or the units only take one material from one tier of the portal. Like, right? Like, as I said, I feel like I said that wrong. So, like, just one last time. Kabuto should only take tier 1 materials. Madara should only take, like, tier 3 materials. And that's how you do it. Right? Ooh, another thing I did forget. This is, okay, now that we've kind of, had a bunch of negatives into the game, there's one final positive that I do want to say. Kills. I hope this stays. This could just be for this update. We don't know for sure. But this update, none of the units take kills to evolve. They don't. So, like, if we go to Shanks here, right? Oh, he takes 3.5k, takedowns. Like, oh, normal. Snark here, no kills needed. This is amazing. Dude, I kid you not. I have grinded for 3 hours on one unit for takedowns. 3 hours. I only placed him down, and assists. I don't think assists counted as kills in the beginning of this game. I think they do now. But needing takedowns in tower defense games for evolutions is kind of a thing we don't need anymore, and I'm glad more, like, Vanguard's got rid of that. That's amazing. This game got rid of it. Hopefully, this is, right, next update, hopefully no one needs takedowns. That's good. We don't need takedowns for evolutions anymore. That's a positive step. That's great. I'm glad. Hip hip hooray. So, now, there's a positive. Now let's go back to the final negative, right? Which is weird. Maybe this is just me kind of nitpicking, I guess, maybe. But, so, this is a Naruto update, right? If we click on the update log, this is a Naruto update. The Shinobi World War. Look at this. Ooh, right? Except we have, we have the new Unrivaled unit, and we have the Freerid units, right? Here's the problem. The Naruto units do not compare to the Freerid units. They do, okay. Let me not get a little crazy. They do compare to them. But Sinbad, he's the best unit in the game. That's understandable. He's the new rarity. He's their vanguard, right? As I said, right? So it's fair. He's the best unit in the game. Whatever, fine. Okay, fine. But Madara, Itachi, and Son, like, dude. Oh, they don't even show the secret Naruto. I just realized that they don't show his evolution. That's whatever. But, like, Frieren is better than them. Me personally, I've been using Stark. I love Stark. He's a boss killer. He's so good. Fern, dude, she's comparable to Sasuke. She does almost as much damage as him while she supports Frieren and Stark. She's a fantastic support, and she almost does as much as Sasuke does. It's crazy. That's the problem. This is a Naruto update. The Frieren units outshine the Naruto updates. I won't count Sinbad because that's a different rarity. That's their token, like, unit, right? Their token new rarity unit. So I won't count him. Like, why are the Frieren... Listen, okay, hold on, whoa. Personally, I'm glad a tower defense game does free run right, you know, and makes all the units amazing and top tier and great, because a lot of tower defenses game that adds in free run or fern in them, they're kind of not good. But this game made them good. Unfortunately, they made them too good in a Naruto update. So the actual Naruto units are kind of the thing you go for last, and you get these free run units. They've even given codes. They gave Fern for free. Straight up, they gave you the Evo materials, they gave you Fern, and everything for free. So if you log in, you reach the level. I don't know if it has a level limit on it, but you just reach the level, or you just input the code. You get Fern for free. Top tier support, best support in the game probably. Amazing. You just get it for free. They gave Stark. They didn't give Stark Evolved, but they gave you Stark for free. You know, so you can also get him, but he's an easy Evo. Easy Evo as well. And all you have to do is just get free run. Easy. And that's the final negative thing about this, right? Is the Naruto units are just a secondary thing to the free run units, because they're just better in every way possible, right? Because like you can see my team down here, I have Ruler, free run, and I have this double trade Sacred Stark, who helps me because he's a boss killer, and free run stuns units, slows them. It's great, easy, dude. So. That's enough rambling. We're 20 minutes into this, and it wasn't supposed to be this long, but, you know, once I get yapping, I keep yapping and everything. But, I mean, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna keep, listen, I gotta work on portals today. Ooh, portals, woo, yay! We gotta do more portals, because I gotta evolve the Naruto units, right? I gotta finish the update. But I figured I would at least come in and say that, and talk about the update, because it has been very controversial amongst tower defense players. A lot of people saying it's bad, a lot of people saying it's good. And as I said in the beginning, to me, the Records of Ragnarok update and this update was in their vision like a atomic nuke versus the coughing baby, you know, meme, as I said. And I think the coughing baby, you know, which is this update, was way better than Records of Ragnarok. Dude, last update sucked. I didn't even finish the last update. But this update brought so many quality life changes. I think it's just overall better. I think this is like a 9 out of 10 update. Maybe I'm a little over glazing. I could be, but just personally, I think Universal Tower Defense is on a good track of coming back, getting at least a decent amount of community to play the game consistently, and maybe even grow. They're on the right track. It's just, I can just admit to balancing is always a trouble in these types of games, and people have just, tower defense players have just really taken a beating, and tower defense games are just not in a good space right now, in a general sense, and people don't know what they want. Half of the people just want to sit and complain when all they do is AFK a stage for, you know, 4 hours, and they're like, oh man, this update sucks, all they did was sit in the same stage and do nothing. And then you have the other half that, like in this game, they make it so that way they give you a unique event, right? Like the modder event, they give you a unique event, and then people complain and be like, well, I don't want to play with people, I don't want to, you know, the balancing's terrible, I want to do it by myself, it sucks. But it's like they want you to play with people. And like I said, some of it was because there was no matchmaking. You couldn't really get people to queue up with you, you know, because it was mainly in-lobby things. But they added channels for it. You can now, you know, use the Discord for it. And this weekend there'll be matchmaking. So I think once that happens, it's good. We're fine. I don't think people will complain anymore. I think that was the only reason. So really, the only problem I generally do have with this update is, well, it's an Naruto update. Hero units are better. And portals. The portals and the material system, that's gotta go. That's gotta change. That needs an overhaul. But other than that, I honestly can't complain about the update. This update has been fantastic. I guess the only other thing I honestly could complain about is that secret pity on the banners need you cut that down in half. Or at least not 24k, make it 15k. Because like asking to grind 1 million gems and you only get like around 50k for just like 8 hours is kind of dumb. That doesn't work. So like you need to find the nice middleman of your time and what you get. Alright, so that's it. Oh, let me know how your grind's been going. Let me know how everything's been, and I'll catch you all whenever I finish this update, which will hopefully be today? Question mark. Yeah,